Hi everyone! In today's video, I am going to do a house update. So there's been a lot that's happened since we left for the Philippines. And I apologize for being in a car again. My husband does night shift and he's currently sleeping. I don't want to be loud. When I film my videos, I talk a lot louder than I would in real life. So I didn't want to wake him up. Anyways, the Philippines trip, we went on it. It was great. We went to Boracay, Tagaytay. The views were beautiful. I met a lot of my husband's family. It was tons of fun. It was jam-packed. We went to a wedding, a family reunion, and of course saw a bunch of plants. We saw a lot of common house plants like a golden pothos just growing outside, and it grew massive. So it was fun to see like the common house plants being grown outdoors and thriving in its natural environment. I didn't record any videos or anything, but there are photos on my Instagram and I was doing some stories here and there. This Philippines trip was planned very far in advance. I think about a year. When we planned this trip, we didn't plan to buy our first home. Because we ended up buying a home, it made this tricky situation of, okay, once we come back from the Philippines, we have to move out of our apartment because we weren't going to renew a lease just for a few months. So what we ended up doing is moving in with our friends. It's another couple. They have a bigger apartment with another room that they weren't using. So the original date of closing for our home and move-in would be October. But once we got back from the Philippines, this is what happened. We already put the deposit down for that house and we were set on having that house. When we bought our home, we had never seen the model homes for it. These are new builds. We bought the home with only seeing basically dirt lots and framing. We could see the layout. We knew it was a great neighborhood. Then when we came back from the Philippines, one of the other communities within the same neighborhood by the same builder opened up their model homes, and we had never gone to this one that we decided to check out right before going to the gym. We were just stopping by. I remember saying to my husband, I hope we hate it, because we already bought the other home, right? So then when I opened the door, I was like, oh crap, we loved it. We loved it more than the house we bought, even though we thought we loved that house too. We started panicking, went back to the office and asked for them to switch. We ended up signing the papers the next day. So even though we purchased the other home already, we did the upgrades for that home too. Like, we didn't lose any money at all. We were just able to transfer the contract over because it was early enough. Both homes are just still being built. But the home that we originally purchased is a lot further in construction than this home. So instead of October move-in, now it's going to be January. So our temporary apartment move-in with our friends was only supposed to be 3 months, and now it's going to be 6. It's not the most ideal situation. If I had to choose roommates, I would choose to live with them. But I mean, ideally we would have our own space as we did before in our apartment. But this just makes the most sense because if you don't renew a 1-year lease, they jack up the price month to month like crazy. So we're just paying our friends for now. It's crazy because we moved all of our stuff from a 1-bedroom apartment that we had all to ourselves, basically into one room. And then there's some stuff in the garage too, but we don't have that much stuff to begin with. And I ended up selling a lot of stuff. I rehomed 10 plants before we moved. And then I also sold a bunch of furniture that we had, like the couch, a desk, just to prepare for the move. And because once we move into our new home, I want to get new stuff. And I was going to shove all of my plants into our 1-bedroom because, I mean, out of courtesy, I didn't want to put my plants all over her apartment, but she actually encouraged me to bring a lot out into the living room. So there are some of the bigger plants out in the living room. Currently in the apartment, I have 3 plants outside, and please excuse the appearance of some of my plants because some of them have been neglected when I've been very busy with all of this. I have most of my plants in my room. The plants that were on my wire grid were sketchily set up with this big pot that I had a lot of leca in, and it's just leaning over that. But the weird thing is with this wire grid, when I even had it hanging on a wall, I had it with 3 nails, and it was like leaning nails, and it never moved. So maybe with the sketchy setup it'll be okay too. I took apart a lot of our furniture. So I had really small nightstands, and I took off the legs, and I'm just sitting some plants on top of that. And then what else? I have some plants on a mee goreng box. Have you guys had mee goreng? I grew up eating it, and it was so good. It's not the prettiest setup, but it's gonna have to do. I'm not gonna spend the time to make my temporary room look pretty, and plus a lot of this furniture that's in here is actually not ours, it's my friend's. She had this place furnished already. The friend that we moved in with, she was not originally into houseplants, but I gave her 3 plants. It was the ZZ plant, a snake plant, and parlor palm, and I did it in like the plant decluttering video that I talked about a while back, saying that it was like a starter pack for her. And she is now getting more into houseplants, but she said she wants to go plant shopping. So I'm so excited, because I'm not supposed to be buying a ton of plants right now because I have very limited space. But there are a couple more plants, like I'm on a wait list for those, since they're on my bucket list, and it's a couple more. I've already planned to buy those. Other than that, I'm not going crazy. The most plants I've ever had actually is only 30. I don't know if that seems like a little bit to me, because like most of the people I follow have hundreds. Now I think I have around the 20 mark, but I'll actually do a count and talk about it when I do my updated plant collection. So I plan to do an updated houseplant collection, and then also a video with my husband that I have been planning. So that's the plan for now. Sorry I keep doing the in-car videos, but that's what I have to work with. My husband and my friend, they both work night shifts. It's really hard to film because I am not trying to be loud and wake up everyone up, because that's really rude. This move was a little bit harder. My husband and I moved from across the country to live here, and that move was so much easier. We had no furniture. We just packed up both of our cars and we shipped both cars, and then we traveled over here with 2 carry-ons. So like he had 1 carry-on, I had 1 carry-on, that was it. And this time around, this move was more difficult, not because we had a lot of stuff, because again, we only have like really the essentials. It's because of this weird change in plans with the move-in, that we don't want to do 2 big moves. Like we already had to do this one move to move all of our stuff over to this apartment, and we have a lot of boxes that we packed up. But the way that we did it was we tried to figure out, okay, what exactly don't we need for the next 6 months? And that's like stuff like pots and pans and baking stuff like that, because my friend has a ton of stuff, and obviously we're not gonna like open up all of our pots and pans and just put them all together, because that's just way too much stuff. So for the time being, we're able to borrow their stuff for that, but there's a lot of boxes that we just plan to not open for 6 months. So it was kind of more difficult in that sense, moving wise. Yeah, I am just so excited. I can't wait to finally move into our home, even though it's being pushed back for 3 more months. But I'm just so excited for the whole process of all that. So like I know exactly how I want to decorate everything, and I hope to take you guys through the process. I don't know if you guys are interested in that, but I'm very interested in anything that's like home decor related. I think that comes with like growing up. You get really interested in that kind of stuff, and especially like when I own a home, that's how I know I'm gonna be like extra excited, because I was already excited to like decorate my apartment, my previous apartment. Yeah, it's just a lot more. It's just exciting because it's actually gonna be my space. Well, me and my husband's space. And I think I'm done rambling for now. Thanks for watching. Bye!